Guess what I'm about to eat? Oh, y'all already know because I put it in the thing already. Well, there goes the surprise. But yeah, I'm eating Papa John's. So, y'all, don't judge me, but this pizza is so good. I got a barbecue mushroom pizza. You just get the barbecue as the sauce, and then you get mushrooms as the topping. Yeah, I already know this is gonna be good. Actually, I haven't got it from Papa John's before, so actually, let me hold on. Because if they barbecue sauce don't taste the way that I want it to taste, then I'm gonna have a problem with it. But ultimately, this should be good. What made me really start liking this was Domino's. No, no, no. I'm lying. I should have just got it from Pizza. Never mind. I'm okay with Papa John's. Always my favorite because it always come with this thing on the side. That's why Papa John's been my favorite since I was a kid. But when I first taste the barbecue on a pizza, I had it from Pizza Hut. At first, I thought it was Domino's because that's why I got it from Domino's this last time. But now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't Domino's. It was Pizza Hut. And Domino's, they gave me my pizza the last time I ordered some pizza. And the chicken, and I don't even eat meat like that, so I should have took that off anyway. But the chicken smelled like rotten or something, and I was so mad. But I ate it still because in my head I was like, maybe it don't smell rotten, and maybe it's just I really just don't like meat. But I promise you, like it was a foul smell to that chicken. But yeah, let me see. It's busting. It's good. Their sauce not that sweet though. It's still a little bit sweet though. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be sweet. So, ooh, yeah, this is good. This is gonna be a short video because I'm gonna smash this pizza. So I'm gonna eat this piece and talk, and then I'm gonna get off of it. Okay, so I see it's somebody on here. I want to say hey to you because you watching. So hey. And then to anybody else who end up watching this, hey. Um, I worked today, so I didn't just get off of work because it's 5:25. The angel number for today is 5:25. Um, but I technically just got settled down after work, so I just got off of work. And yesterday is when I made my rapture video, but we ain't talking about that. I already made the video, even though there's so much to say about it. But today I want to talk about, well, I don't know what I want to talk about, so let me think about something. What happened today? Um, we can talk about treating people like they're people. So, yeah, that's a good topic. Because in my life, like, there's so many people I just be wanting to say to them sometimes, like, you treat me like I'm not a human being with feelings and a mindset and all of that kind of stuff, a routine, thoughts and stuff like you. But of course, it ain't exactly like you because ain't nobody thinking like me. Promise you that. But there's so many people in my life that I have personal relationships with, whether it be a close personal relationships where it's mutual and everything is good, but I mean relationships like they in my life and they can't either go nowhere or at the moment they can't go nowhere or they're blood, so if they go somewhere they're really not going somewhere. But it's just like so many people, like when people have kids or when people see kids or other people, it's like they be so desensitized to the fact that we are all living beings and we all have feelings and our mindsets and the way we react to things is a system just like theirs. Like For one, I don't never like when somebody try to invalidate what I'm going through or my feelings or how I'm reacting to something because it's not happening to them and they they don't feel the things that I'm feeling. Like I hate insensitive people, so it's insensitive people. So, and then I also, because let me say this, because my mom actually just was saying something about this that I want to go deep into what she was saying. I also don't like when people treat you bad, the ones that either got to be in your life because they're relatives, co-workers, or some the people that's in your life, and it's like you can't just walk past them like they're a stranger, or you can't just act like they're a stranger because they're not. Those people, I hate when they'll treat you bad, say the craziest things, like say whatever they want to say to you and treat you horrible, not even care that they're treating you horrible because they don't give a freaking crap about your feelings. But and they disregard it too because they're not thinking, oh, I just did this and she probably feel like blah 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 blah. But then next thing you know, they'll talk to you or try to get you to do something or try to act like or make you feel like you are obligated to respect them for one, or like cater to them. Like example, prime example. So any parents out there, if you don't want your feelings hurt, then you better skip up a couple seconds, and ain't nobody on the live part, so I can't be talking to the live people, but to the people that's watching it, skip up a few minutes because I'm finna target at y'all real quick. So parents, let's say the ones that get into the narcissistic group, they'll cuss you out or do something to you, or those parents that hit you and like not whoop you or spank you or whatever, but like they're like really borderline like try to kill you, beat you and stuff, and then want you to act or go do something, go clean up, go do this, go do that. What? Or why you act like this towards me? Like why you don't talk to me about anything? Why you don't da da da? But those be the same parents that are the ones that never validate your feelings. Like they act like you're not a human being, and it's worse than they don't treat you like you a human being, because if they go into a job interview or they go to their job, they know they gotta act a certain way and they gotta treat people with some dignity. And it's crazy that they got to be in a professional type of setting, so-called professional type of setting like that, to treat people like they're people. I wish it was real people like on the live to talk with me about this, because I'm eating, so my mind is really on food, but I'm talking about something that I actually feel deeply about. Because I think the most important thing in the world is mental health. Your mental health is the most important thing in the world. If you are alive, in my opinion, something that should never be compromised and something that should never be put on the back burner is your mental health, because it has everything to do with your living and your existence and your presence in this world. And I hate those parents and those people who feel like they don't never have to apologize for their wrongdoings. Like the ones that really just want you to overlook it. When if it was the opposite way around, they either would have did something really crazy if you did what they did to you or said what they said to you, or they would never speak to you, or they would want you to apologize or all that kind of stuff if you would have did it to them in the first place. But you, obviously, the ones that we get so abused by the world because we don't treat people the way that we get treated. We treat people how we want to be treated. We treat people how we know we supposed to treat each other, which is with respect, kindness, humility. Basically, like, y'all should know this. Like I said, I'm eating. But, oh, by the way, y'all like my nails. It don't look the same on this camera. I promise you it don't, but Like, for example, y'all ever, to the people who know and know that what I'm about to say is true, y'all ever got told that you was a mistake, or that they should have never had you, or that you was the worst thing that ever happened to them, or something along the lines of that? Have your parents ever told you that, and then time really don't matter, but I'm gonna say about 5 minutes later they asking you to do some type of favor for them, they asking you to do some type of loving act towards them? That's a narcissist. That's like, think about it. If your boss came in and told you, I wish I would have never hired you, I'm ready to fire you, you don't do nothing for this company, like you not an asset, you just here, you just in the background, I don't even like you, would you stay at that job? No. And if you do, you stupid. You real stupid if you do. If you would. But really, like, I really don't like those type of people and those type of parents and those type of, like, and when I say parents, I mean because people are destined to turn into parents. So it's people in general. But when you have the title of a parent, it make it even worse. If your parent has ever told you along the lines of some stuff like they wish you was never born, they hate you, you was the worst thing that ever happened to them, anything like that, rather, in their mind, this might be true. If they're saying it, trust me, if somebody's saying some stuff like that, they really feeling it. If they saying it in the heat of the moment, they feeling it, but when they get calmed down, of course, they ain't gonna feel it as bad anymore. But if they said it, they felt it. So when people say things and show you their true colors and show you their personalities, y'all better believe them. And you ain't even really got to say nothing, because what's understood don't never got to be spoken. Cause this language we was taught ain't real. Well, it's real, but it ain't real. It ain't the universal code. It ain't. But if your parents ever told you something like that, don't be too mad at your parents, because it's not okay for you to let your parents and what they put you through and what you've been through in life turn you into a horrible person, because they are examples of letting life turn them into horrible people. Rather they're all the way horrible or just kind of horrible sometimes. Still, if it's some in there, it's horrible. But if they ever told you that, just know that your parents is fighting through their own demons, and they fighting through all the things that they've been through in life and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make it okay what they be doing and what they say and all that kind of stuff. It really doesn't make it okay. And I'm not saying that you don't deserve justice, or that you don't deserve an apology, or that you don't deserve better, because you do. But at the same time, be humble in your spirit and think look at the bigger picture of, they obviously, they got issues, they got problems, they've been through a lot. But at the same time, this only for me. So if you're not the type of person I am, so I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about it, so y'all can take it with a grain of salt, or y'all can let it empower y'all however y'all want to do it. But when it comes to me, especially with adults who think in a way that they have some type of authoritative figure over me, or that they really act towards me like they don't understand that I'm me. Not to sound cocky, because that's not what I mean, but I mean that, like, I am this universe. I am. When they do that, or when they give me that type of vibe, I'm that type of person. Like, if however you tolerate somebody treating you, that's how they gonna continue to treat you. So if they treating you some type of way that you don't need to be treated, or you don't want to be treated, say something, or remove yourself and act different to where they like, okay, so why you da 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 da? Oh, well, because I didn't like the way that you was talking to me, and I didn't like the way that you was treating me, so I don't be around that. So my thing, I'm gonna keep it classy the first time. I'm gonna keep it classy at first, especially if it's around new people too, at that. So if they family members I'm not really acquainted with, or if they friends that I haven't been acquainted with, which for me, friends being acquainted with is like the first 2 years. That's me getting a feel. That ain't, you know me, we know it. No, that's not none of that. That's acquaintance. That's let's get to know each other. That's same with a relationship. No matter how it start and how it be going, whatever, it can always end because ain't that 2 years, 1 year, all that stuff. That ain't no time for real. In the moment, it feel like time, but that ain't no time for real. I'm I cut off people I didn't know my whole life, and I'm 19, so I didn't cut off people I've only known for like 10 years, 11 years, 12, 13. You know, some of my siblings right behind me, 17 years, 18 years. Cut the fuck off. Hey, Bree. But if somebody's treating you in a way or talking to you, speaking to you in a way that you don't like, first off, don't get hostile and do all that rah rah stuff, and because that's not gonna get your point across. Same way, you know, when your parents was whooping you, unless you just really didn't like getting a whooping, or if you was a weirdo and like getting a whooping, whatever, it didn't change the way. It didn't change nothing because you had to learn a different way other than getting beat, because that don't change nothing. But keep it classy and everything, and speak your words. And then if you find out that that other person real ignorant and that the words you speak can't even penetrate their mind, oh yeah, then get ghetto with it. And then you gotta, you gotta step your game up and put yourself in the spot that you deserve. Because if you don't deserve to be getting treated the way you getting treated, if you don't deserve to get spoken to the way you get spoken to, tell them. In whatever way you feel comfortable, tell them. I feel comfortable, like, first using my words. But if they ignorant, like I said, my next step of comfortability or whatever, I ain't gonna lie, it probably is to remove myself from them and stuff. But at the same time, if like they just real ignorant, oh, then, I believe that God is the good and the bad that happens. So when they be saying the devil and Satan and all of that kind of stuff, I be like, actually, I feel like that's just God being, the Father, the Almighty, and He disciplining people, and then they want to call it Satan and stuff like that. To be honest, but what I mean when I'm saying this though is, as I can be really good, like I'm grounded, I'm sane, I'm aware, all that kind of stuff. I'm conscious, I'm woke. So I can keep it classy and I can remove myself and do all that kind of stuff. So if it take me to a place where now I got to stoop down and get ignorant and get, worldly, to where, the night that I do this, I got to be like, God, please forgive me for my sin that I created today. I'm so sorry, but, blase blah had me messed up. If I gotta get to that point, oh, I'm going crazy. It's gonna be worth my time. Because if somebody take me to a point where either I don't really get physical with people, I can get physical, like I'm a human being, I could get physical, but I don't really like getting physical because I know where my mind go once it get physical. So I try to stay conscious and aware during stuff like that, so where I ain't gotta, be on America's Most Wanted. Because if somebody take me to a place that, I feel like I did the do or whatever, so I'm gonna be on America's Most Wanted. Because first of all, I ain't going to jail for one person. When I mean prison, because jail, I should never ever get in jail. I should never be in jail. Like when it say 0 to 100 real quick, yeah, I should never end up in jail. If I'm getting put somewhere, it's going to be 0 to 100 real quick. It's going to be the 100. But that's why I don't let people take me there. And that's why I stay grounded in myself. And, I have real conversations with people. I'll be like, first of all, if they give me that vibe that they ignorant, whatever, then my first words is to them is going to be like, and who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? I'm going to let them know, like, the words that they just spoke just went over my shoulder, because who is you talking to? And then, however it play out after that, like, I'm going to play my role. But I can't control nobody else's role. But I'm gonna play my role. How the steps that I take my role, and that's at first keep it classy. But I'm a speak my stuff. Like, being a good person doesn't mean that you take people BS. Being a sane person, a woke person, being a good person, like all of that, whatever, good versus evil. Being on this side of good and all that kind of stuff don't mean that it's rainbows and, cake and sprinkles and unicorns and stuff like that all the time. Cause no, that's not true. That's not realistic. We on this earth and we on this, like, no, it's not tangible. It's not realistic to do that. But I'm gonna be like, who are you talking to? Ooh, it feel like I got a fever. I ain't gotta work tomorrow then. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. I like my job. I like the people at my job, and I like the food at my job, and I like the system at my job, shall I say. But y'all can tell this not premeditated, right? Because I keep losing my train of thought and focus and everything. But anyway, to wrap that up, what I'm trying to say anyway is being a good person and being like a person of God and of good karma, and you trying to get good karma, that doesn't mean that you have to take and eat and, suffer from the things that people throw at you or the things that people say to you or do to you. That don't mean you gotta, being a good person or being a bigger person doesn't mean that you gotta just take it. No. Because if y'all don't know, karma is a thing, and what goes around comes around, but God worked through people. So that means if somebody real up there and good on the good side, just know that they can get real down low and everything. It just might take a lot. But if they're the type of powerful person that's doing good, they can be a powerful person doing bad too. That's because same way, a person that's being powerful, they ain't even got to be powerful, but somebody that's doing bad, they can do good. It just is what you choosing to do. What type of predicaments you come about and all that kind of stuff. But I'm one of those people, like, I'm good. Like, that's why I'm woke. That's why I'm aware and conscious and sane and stuff like that. Well, how do you define sane? I just want to know that. But I'm going to keep it classy at first. But if you try me, like you really try me, and I feel like you violating, and I feel like you violating, and like you doing it intentionally, so I feel like you woke like me, so you doing it with intention behind it. Oh, you gonna make my shadow side come out that mirror and come jump in my body and come and show you that Satan and God is the same thing. And, some good words. I'm going to put it the good way. But, yeah, you don't got to take getting treated badly. You better step into your power. If you alive and you got a body and you got a mind and a brain and a process of thinking and everything, you can do things yourself and all. Even if you can't do things yourself, but you could think for yourself. You better step into your power. Don't let nobody walk over you. And it don't matter who they are, what type of title they think they have. No, we all equal. We all people. I don't care if you 10, 30, 50, 60 years older than me, don't disrespect me. Because I'm not going to disrespect you. Unless you disrespect me and you violate, and then I'm going to have to disrespect you. Because like I said, I keep it classy at first. The first 2 steps is classy. Which is when I speak my words to see if you understand what you're doing. Then when I remove myself, or if I got to jump to the third one from the first one, then that's just because you did something. But don't let nobody mistreat you. No matter how old you are, it is okay to step into your power and let people know that you are not to be played with. Because if you in your mind feel like you shouldn't be played with and you not to be played with, 9 times out of 10 you not to be played with anyway. So it's up to you to step into that power to tell people and show people that you not going to be treated any type of way. You say you talking to who? Come say that to my face. You talking to who? Even when people like, if somebody put I saw this video, and y'all probably saw it too, because it's probably so old though, but this girl, she was holding this woman while the woman was standing there, looked like her doorway, because she had a robe on and stuff, and she was a white woman, and the other girl, she was black or whatever, and she smacked the crap out of this woman, and started talking to some other person, seemed like on the side of the camera or whatever, and somebody was recording the whole thing too, so the whole situation is just a lot of ignorance. But she smacked the crap out of the white lady or whatever, and she was like, "This your mama, right?" Talking to somebody else. And then she smacked her again. But that whole situation, that's a messed up situation. A very messed up. Like that. For somebody to feel comfortable to do that, they thought they had too much power. I'm going to just say that. But I'm going to step into the body and the view of the white woman who was getting smacked. Anybody in their mind, they would think, if somebody smack me, I'm going to smack them back, and da-da-da-da. Because in your mind, that is what you would say. And because should nobody be putting their hands on you. But this woman literally stood there while this woman is grabbing her and holding her and stuff in her robe and her own doorstep. And she probably knew that something bad was going to happen or whatever. But she calmed in she just calm. And she gets smacked once. First of all, I just want to say how she ate it. She was like, "Are you serious?" But that's not funny though, but I'm just saying the way that she handled herself in this situation. First of all, it probably kept her safe the way she handled it, being calm, staying calm. She didn't even put her hands up to like block nothing. Cuz she probably knew it was in her best interest in time, in the present moment of when that was happening, for her not to do nothing and to react and all that kind of stuff. Not to react during a bad situation is better than to react and not work in your favor. Because as long as you don't react in the situation that's happening or whatever, the time is going to keep moving on. So it's going to be, they going to make their move, and then once that's over, and you take it or you do whatever, and now after that, that's your time. Now you step into your power and you be like, "Checkmate, bitch. Now I'm finna get your ass, because now I'm finna go tell, and I'm finna go get your ass put in jail. I'm finna charge you." Or if you want to be get some bad karma back if you do this type stuff, then it's like, now I'm finna go get my people. And I ain't speaking on the situation, like I'm using that video as an example to my analogy of people, stepping to their power. I don't know what that situation was about. And to be honest, like I care, but I don't care, because it probably already got handled. It looked like it should have got handled because it's a whole video online. First of all, it should have got handled from whoever was the person smacking that girl, and then whoever was recording. Because in my opinion, I'm going to just say, if I'm in a position of power, and stuff like that happening, whoever recording in the wrong, whoever bystanding and ain't doing nothing to help the situation, in the wrong, and whoever doing the situation is obviously in the wrong. I have leeway on a bystander if the bystander was by themselves and it was more than one person on the side of doing wrong or whatever, just because, like I said, how you react in a present moment during a bad situation really puts you, in the steps of what's going to happen next or whatever. So not reacting is better than reacting, in my opinion, during a bad situation. Even you just can't let your pride take over you, because not reacting in a situation is basically taking your pride away in the present moment of it happening. But it's okay, because as soon as it's done, you go get your pride right back and you gonna say checkmate, like I said. So, like, for example, if somebody jump you or somebody trying to fight you, or they put their hands on you and you don't hit them back because you have a reason to why you're not trying to hit them back and you don't want to hit them back, that's because afterwards you can say checkmate. Oh, and then on top of that, it got recorded or it was on camera or somebody was recording and you ain't hit them back, that's assault. That's assault. That's a whole charge. You got an assault on your background. If you get charged with assault and have assault on your background, who finna hire you? Who finna let you stay in a because if I'm saying who finna hire you, you gonna be on the low spectrum. So who finna let you stay in their apartment? Who finna lease to you? Who finna do all of that if they check your background and you got aggravated assault on there? If they see that's the type of person you is, ain't nobody gonna want to mess with you. So like I said, step into y'all power. Stepping into y'all power and don't let nobody treat you the way that you don't want to be treated. And I'm going to just say knowing the legal system is very important for somebody who don't want to be treated the way people be treating them. If you realize that a lot of people treat you in a way that you don't want to be treated, and it's like they're the violent type or something like that, or they're like the type that's like you can't tell them nothing because like they're ignorant, I'm going to just say that means that you're not ignorant. If you can make these observations, you're not ignorant. So I'm going to just say make sure you got some friends in the justice system, the legal system. Make sure you know all of that, what got to do with that and all that kind of stuff. Because that's your checkmate. That's literally your checkmate. When it's time, we playing chess. The game of life is like chess and Monopoly. Man made it like Monopoly, though. Because I ain't finna go into it, but man made it more like Monopoly. And man made it more like chess too, because at first there wasn't any sin and all that kind of stuff. At first, all this type of violence and killing and sexual, like, crazy stuff, like all that stuff that wasn't existing at first. Man made that too. Man made everything that's bad. All the stuff that's good got overlooked by man-made stuff. Because people lost faith, because it's like they don't understand that tangible things don't have to be seen. Things in your life happen all the time. It's everything in your life other than physical material stuff that you can see. Situations are untangible things because you cannot see. A situation isn't as opaque and like it's not this piece of paper. A situation is something that's you can't see it. Like, you can perceive it when it happens, but you can't see it. If that, like, do y'all understand? If y'all don't understand what I'm talking about when I talk sometimes, it's just because it's the vocabulary. Like I said in my other video, it's the vocabulary. This wasn't like a real, like, video, because I'm going to post this on YouTube, obviously, because I'm going to post all my content on YouTube. But more of what I'm saying in this video, because I'm really finna get off because my pizza most definitely just got cold. But don't let anybody treat you badly, and don't think you have to react and do things the way that you see other people doing to get their point across and stuff like that, because it's not gonna get you in a good place. So I don't think I gave what I was supposed to have gave with this conversation. Like, it was like, this like a bullet point instead of like the paragraph, the essay. This ain't the essay video of this topic. It's just the bullet point of this topic. Okay. All my videos, especially the ones that's on my main page or whatever, on Facebook, which is the one that's my whole name instead of just my first name. It's more like a bulletproof point, not bulletproof. Why I'm trying to say bulletproof? What's finna be bulletproof? I feel like I'm bulletproof. I don't know about this body, but I'm bulletproof. What's inside of this body, the thing that make this body move and speak, me, I'm bulletproof. I saw this, I shared this meme earlier because I saw it, and it was like, if I get murdered, just know I talk through the whole, ordeal. And that is such like a me thing, because I'm gonna talk, if I know, like I'm saying though, when I'm telling y'all to not react during a situation, but if I can tell in a situation, like, that no matter what I do, something bad is going to happen to me, and I might not make it out of it. If I feel like that, because my feelings be nice and on point, I'm gonna talk my stuff, and I'm gonna do all the things that crazy. Like, I ain't gonna go crazy to where they gotta kill me fast or nothing. But I'm most definitely talking my shit. I'm gonna let everybody know they ugly. I'm gonna let all of them know they got mommy and daddy issues. I'm gonna let them know that they got demons in their closet and that they gonna be getting them. I'm gonna let them know the whole tea, like. But at the same time, in situations like the one I just was alluding to, um, you ain't gotta be the loudest person in the room to get your point across. You ain't got to be the most violent person in the room to get your point across. And you ain't got to be let me think, what's another one? And you ain't got to be the nicest looking thing in the room to get your point across. If you got a point to make and it's valid, a valid point always gonna get across. Whether people acknowledge it or not, people actions instead of their words will acknowledge if you right or not. Because if they get mad at something you saying and you feel like you right, like you right, they know you right too. That's why they reacting the way they reacting. When you tell a narcissist something about themselves that they don't like, or that you telling them that they did something, or when you catch them up in something, they're going to react the way they react because you're right. And they don't want you to be right, but you're right. And they can't change the fact that you really are right. But at the same time, this real life, and like I said, these things got to go one day. So play your part and be strategical in situations that aren't in your favor. But at the same time, don't let nobody walk over you, because why should you let somebody walk over you? You're not treating me the way I want to be treated. You can get out of my life. But most definitely, I'm going to get out of yours, though. That's how it's going to happen. I'm going to walk up out of yours. You ain't going to never hear from me again. I ain't going to speak to you again. I ain't going to care no more. And if that don't make you sad, or if that don't make you, like, not to make somebody sad or whatever, but if that don't make you rethink your actions and rethink your actions that you took in towards me, then you don't deserve me anyway. And if you don't care to deserve me, then you really don't. Then you don't deserve me. So it shouldn't even be a problem. But I'm an Aquarius. I'm the queen of you will never hear from me again. You will never. I could think about somebody all day, and I promise you, I'm not gonna get up and try to text them, call them, none of that. That's just because that's where my stubbornness lies. But at the same time, like I said, how you want to be treated, you got to teach people how to treat you. They ain't gonna know. They too busy thinking about how they want people to treat them to think about how you want people to treat you. That's why a lot of people relationships fail, whether that's platonic or not, with family or not. People don't even understand other people's love language because they too busy thinking about themselves. You so busy thinking about why everybody don't love you, or why you ain't getting the love that you want. Is you giving out the love that other people want? No. I'm gonna answer that for you right now. No, you not. But yeah, I'm finna get off this video. On my off day, see how my life just I've been preaching about this man-made stuff. But my life is slowly starting to develop around a little schedule because I got a job. And I don't want to quit it because it's actually it's a good job. It's a nice, like I said, I like the people. I like everything. It's not nothing wrong with the job. It's just the fact that it's a job. But when I'm on my off day, I'm a plan out exactly what I want to talk about and stuff, and make the bullet points so that when I come at y'all in the next videos and stuff, which my next off day is not coming up right now, but like I'm saying, on my next off day, I'm gonna come at y'all. It's gonna be more like an essay. It's gonna be real well rounded. My speech is not gonna. I'm not gonna stutter or nothing. I'm not gonna say like too many times. It's gonna be like English class, no, language arts class. When you do the presentation, don't fidget, and don't say like or But yeah, y'all, I feel like I can't. I feel like for real, it's gonna be a lockdown number two, and I feel like it's gonna be worse. And if there's more than one lockdown, so if this number two lockdown ain't the apocalyptic purge type, we gonna keep going at that until it end up being something like that. But I ain't gonna speak about it no more in this video. But I'm gonna just say that. But well, like I was saying, I don't want to quit my job because that would be stupid, and I like my job. But when the shutdown happened, I'm going to be very grateful for a mental health release so that I can, you know, be of the universe, because the job is like it's messing with it a little bit. Cause a lot of spiritual, like I can't help when spiritual things happen to me. I can't help when um like I get a sunburst of like my energy taken away or stuff like that, which means either I got a big download coming in, or it's a big energy in the room or around me or somewhere talking about me or something like that that's negative, taking away my stuff. So then I got to reground myself and stuff like that. But I can't help when it happens. So when it be like the last like week, it been happening at my job. But it got to do with the moon cycle too, and I'm a woman. Y'all know that time of the month and stuff like that. So I think that's like I just understand the whole connection now. And maybe that's why a lot of men don't be on it either, because they don't even have a cycle with the universe. They ain't got that. But yeah, anyway, I'm done with this video, so I'm gonna see y'all a different day tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.